Okay, next we have Susan.
Hi, I'm Susan Kraft. I'm going to stand up. It's easier for me to stand and say now. So I'm Susan Kraft, and I'm going to talk about from doubt to discovery, the yin and yang of being an artist, of being human, about life, and how it just takes a long time for that to kind of settle in and for you to trust that process, the flow. I turned 60 last month, and I've been painting since I was preschool, since I could hold a brush. Part of this process is when I was younger and I was drawing, I was always doing something, I was doing figurative work, and when I was younger it just happened. And then as I got older, you have the ego that develops, and you've got to shelter it and make sure that you're strong and you look good and people see you the way you want to be seen, and you're trying to make your way in the world. You need to make money, you need to have, gotta be out there on your own. And so there's this ego thing that comes in. So now when I drew or painted, it's like that was really cool, but that was an accident, because that's how did I even know how I did that? How did that happen? So I wanted to know how things worked, because I was really desperately searching, like, how. Years go on, and finally I realized I'm just good at that. And then finally, I am at the point now where I'm not a Buddhist, but I definitely have this. I study a lot of like Alan Watts and some of the Buddhist teachings, and letting the flow. Right? There's this thing out there, this energy flow that just comes through, and if you get in the flow, things are really easy, and you make these amazing pieces of work. And when you turn and you're kind of out of the flow, things get gritty, and you're kind of bouncing up against stuff, and things get hard. And when you're working at something really hard, because when you're working on your art and you have to work at it really hard, then it's not going to be good. It's never good. So you keep trying to fix it. Just stop. But you can't, because you've got an ego about it, right? You need to make it look. I have to make this look good. I already invested all this time and money, and there's this thing, and what am I going to do with it? Throw it out? Yeah, or scrape it off and do it all over again. But it's this, and as time went on, and I'm getting into this flow and getting used to the flow and letting things just happen, and trusting that. It's like trusting your husband or your best friend, and you don't, other people, you're like, okay, yeah, you're cool, until you do something weird. You're like, okay, not you, but I mean,
I got you.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, it's a friend, and so you're like, oh, that was kind of weird, so I'm not going to really fully trust. I'll just be polite. But when you're with somebody for a long time, you're like, okay, I can be really myself with you, and you're really yourself with me, and now we're together. And that's kind of how it is with the flow. Except it never does do something weird that you don't have to trust it. You're the one being weird for not trusting it, and let it happen. So now that I'm in the flow most of the time, sometimes it's time to rest, and it's really hard I want to paint, there's nothing there. I don't have there's no creative urge. I want to, because I have a good work ethic, right? What does Chuck Close say? He says, if you wait for inspiration, then you're not a professional. But there's things you can do. So then I'll clean the studio, or I'll start prep stuff, and I'm waiting for that to come through. So I've seen this with marketing, with my website, with my studio, with my painting, with my series, that everything kind of breathes. And I think that's what the flow is like, because life, everything breathes. The seasons come and go. Things, they bloom and then they die. And they bloom and then they die. You breathe and you exhale. And I think everything is like that. I think your creativity is like that. I think that the way you go through life is like that. And if you apply it and you allow that to happen to your artwork and to your marketing and to your studio or to the people around you, and allow it to expand and contract, and don't feel bad about it when it's contracting, and don't hang on to that expansion, because it'll wear you down, and then you'll be put into a restful state artificially with disease or accidents. And I went through a very similar set of circumstances over the last, since August 2014, when mine happened and started, and then I got really sick, and then I thought I was getting better, and then I got in a car accident, and then I was like, oh my God. So now things are a lot better, but it was because I was not willing to get into that quiet space. I could feel it coming. I don't know about you, but I could feel it coming. I was negotiating. Okay, all right. How about if I do a 4-day retreat? I'll go to the Grass Hills and Grass Valley, and I'll just go there and I'll camp alone. I'll just drink water and I'll not say anything to anybody. I'll meditate for 4 whole days. I'll do it in August. No, it's too busy in August. All right, tell you what, I'll do it over. What is it? Vacation, end of August, September. I'll do that 4 days, and then by the time the end of August, I get hit with this thing where my tongue was spasming. My face was spasming. I couldn't talk because it hurt my face, but it would spasm. I couldn't eat at all anyway. I could barely drink it. I couldn't lift my head up to drink because it would stretch everything, and it would hurt really bad. It was like there was electricity in my face. And I'm thinking, why is this happening to me? I had this whole negotiation plan. Like, why did you not take that? Why do I have to do this? So, and part of it is going through the different doctors, and I went through the standard medical facilities, and they all were, nobody could figure it out, but they all gave me something, right? They gave me these horrible drugs, which made my brain scrambled, and I couldn't think well, and then I couldn't sleep, and then I was constipated, and then I'm taking sleeping pills so I could sleep because of the things they were giving me, and then I got really sad, and then Trump was elected, and I was really sad. I stopped crying. I was reading about this latest drug he gave me, and it can cause depression, and I can't stop crying. He's just like, he's so uncomfortable because this woman cried in his office in this little bitty room, and he was so uncomfortable. And he goes, okay, I'll take you off that. So he gave me something else. And then finally, I finally was referred to I want to say a holistic doctor. I don't know what she's called, but she's an MD, and she also studied Eastern medicine. She went to China after she got her MD here, and then she came back and she worked at the San Francisco Preventive Medicine Clinic, and then she opened her own clinic in Mill Valley. So now I got to go to Mill Valley. So now I've been going to Mill Valley for now 3 years, and together with her, and a lot of money, because of course insurance does not pay for that, but it's your time. I couldn't work. I was trying to work, and people would hire me based on my resume, and after a couple months they go, thank you very much, we don't need you anymore. I was like, okay, all right. So I would, basically I was scamming people. I'd go in there with pain pills in hand and this, screwed up head, and they'd look at my resume, great, and then I'd not really perform. And then, but I got money, because I needed it. So I had to pay her in Mill Valley. So they were, Silicon Valley supplied my trips up to Mill Valley. Anyway, it was part of this whole thing where I wasn't stopping. And then I was pushed down. So if you don't stop, life will push you down and make you stop. I don't know if that happened, that's why it happened to you, but I know that's why it happened to me. And I am being very diligent, and if I'm tired, I will take a nap. If I'm exhausted, I won't go to I wanted to go to your meeting, but I was just really tired. It's like, I can't push it. I'm not going to push it. And I'm moving to New York next spring. So New York, Hudson Valley, not New York City, Hudson Valley.
Nice.
Yeah. My daughter lives in New York City, and she has if you have the resources, you get a place up in the Hudson Valley. So she goes up there once in a while. So I'll be closer to her and her kids. And so I have a whole new life to start, and I need to be refreshed and ready. And I'm very anxious about this artwork that I created. Katinka saw it was here. It was like big wow. And so do I try and push it off on everybody here before I leave, like really push it hard? Or do I just bring it with me and say, you know what, here I am, and here's my new work, and it's, I don't know. So anyway, I'm breathing. I'm just breathing, and I'm letting the flow tell me what to do next. And I'm waiting for inspiration through thoughts, not just through visual, like what I have to paint next. So I'm going to end early. So that's kind of it. I'm just breathing. Thank you.
Okay, sure. You actually have 30 seconds. Just about what we say to each other
because you asked how did it happen,